Street Outlaws, a reality series produced by Discovery Channel in 2013, delves into the competitive, hazardous, and dubious legal realm of street racing in the United States. Street Outlaws was able to complete 14 seasons in the decade that followed. Not only is the original series still running strong, but a far wider franchise with numerous spin-offs has also been spawned by the show's popularity. A few of the numerous games that are now popular in the Street Outlaws universe are Street Outlaws Fastest in America, Street Outlaws Endgame, and Street Outlaws Team Attack. It can be hard to remember the first few seasons of the show that got it all began, since there is so much to take in. But the majority of ardent viewers will recall Tyler Flip Priddy from the first season. Flip was one of the original street racers who formed the core of the series. Sadly, Flip passed away unexpectedly after just one season of filming. Although Flip wasn't the only Street Outlaws character to pass away, his passing was significant because he was the first cast member to go. This is Tyler Flip Priddy's story. The action on Street Outlaws takes place in Chickasha, Oklahoma. It turns out that Flip was born and reared in the same location, which explains his early casting, the US Sun. Flip had a 1980 Chevy El Camino, which was a very distinctive and noticeable vehicle. He was a motorist who had a beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other, according to the official bio for the show. Furthermore, there is constant nasty talk when it comes to street racing. The action on Street Outlaws takes place in Chickasha, Oklahoma. It turns out that Flip was born and reared in the same location, which explains his early casting, the US Sun. Flip had a 1980 Chevy El Camino, which was a very distinctive and noticeable vehicle. He was a motorist who had a beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other, according to the official bio for the show. Furthermore, there is constant nasty talk when it comes to street racing. Flip was a member of the founding team, and even though he passed away after just one season, his impact helped the show succeed. His distinct demeanor and passion for competition set him apart from the other Season 1 veterans. He subsequently established himself as one of the series' cornerstones by winning the great majority of his races on the program. Put simply, he was well liked by the crowd. His buddies still make loving references to him on the show, and it's obvious that they miss him. His cherished El Camino was given to Kamikaze, and thanks to Tuco, it is still shown on the program today. Flip passed away almost 10 years ago, yet his legacy endures because, to the series. He appeared in a 2021 throwback episode of Street Outlaws as well. Flip died before Street Outlaws premiered. Flip passed away at the age of 31, following the filming of Street Outlaws Season 1. He never saw the success that came to the crew nearly immediately because the show hadn't even started broadcasting. He departed from his spouse, Amber, and their 4 offspring. Even after all these years, Flip probably never thought the show would be this successful, given the amount of ambiguity around it. Flip may not have lived to witness it, but he left behind a legacy of having aided in his friends' ascent to fame. The fact that they have revived his memory and made Street Outlaws something that all those concerned can genuinely be proud of is most crucial. Flip's friends, family and co-stars have chosen to keep the details of his death private. The only documented fact is that he was at home when he passed away, and given the possible dangers associated with street racing, it is widely assumed that this had nothing to do with it. Apart from that, Flip's friends and family would rather keep the details of his situation private, thus they have asked that his privacy be respected.